After collecting millions of dollars in insurance money for faking his own death, this man will now spend 14 years in prison and attempt to pay some of that money back. The family of 63-year-old Jose Lantigua held a funeral for him. They mourned his death, and his wife, Daphne Simpson, collected more than $2.5 million in insurance money back in 2013. All of that a hoax.
16 months later, the couple was found hiding out in North Carolina. Channel 4's Heather Lee was in the federal courtroom today when both were sentenced. Heather?
Well, Joy, Lantigua wiped away tears as he spoke with the judge this afternoon. He really wanted to speak with his children and his grandchildren, although he says he understands that they are angry at him for all of this and don't want to speak with him. He says that he lost his faith during all of this and that he cannot go back and change what he did.
Jose Lantigua has $1.56 left in his account. Just a few years ago, he was seen by many as a successful and wealthy businessman who suddenly died from mad cow disease while in Venezuela. In court today before his sentencing, he told the judge he was sorry and expressed remorse for everyone he hurt. According to his lawyer, his destructive path began after a series of unfortunate events. His mother died in 2004, his first wife died in 2006, and he suffered a heart attack in 2010. After meeting Simpson in 2011, he bought Circle K furniture stores, but after making bad business decisions, he dug himself into debt. One of the representatives who loaned Lantigua money spoke in court saying, quote, "The money that was stolen from me by Jose and Daphne sucked the life out of me." According to the documents, he then lied to Simpson, telling her the drug cartel was after him and that their lives were in danger. He told the judge today, quote, "For some reason, I felt my wife, children, and friends expected me to be something special. I was doing what I thought met that expectation. I can't go back and change the past." While the judge appreciated his letter to the court, he felt the sentencing guidelines for this type of crime were too low. The maximum guideline called for 7 years and 3 months. The judge said, quote, "In terms of pure evil or willingness to involve and dupe your wife and others close to you, it really ranks as among the more serious fraud cases I've seen." He sentenced him to 14 years in prison with 5 years probation once released. Lantigua's lawyer objected to the higher sentence. The judge told Lantigua he has 14 days from the judgment to appeal the decision.
Now, Lantigua's wife, Simpson, was also sentenced today. Like you mentioned, the judge sees her more as a victim in this entire case, although he understands she was seen as the, quote, face of the fraud because she took care of collecting the money and even spending it when he faked his death. The judge says 16 months in pretrial detention is plenty of punishment. She already served that and will now serve 5 years of probation and pay back $100 a month towards the restitution. Lantigua's restitution, however, is going to be extended or open for at least the next 90 days while the judge figures out exactly what the total is. For now, we're live. Heather Lee, Channel 4, the local station.